Hello, welcome to another session of Let's Share series brought to you by I Love Children, a voluntary welfare organization who've been around sharing the joy of parenthood since 2005 and educating couples on fertility wellness. Starting a family doesn't mean you have to give up your passion of traveling or even setting up a home based business. In fact, it could make your journey even more exciting. Today we've invited Celestine from Seems Like a Treat, a home-based business selling jelly cakes. Celestine is a mommy of 4 young children and she started the home-based business when she had 3 children. She will be sharing how she managed and even traveled to Hong Kong alone with 3 of her kids. Stay tuned in and ask your questions in the comment section below from now till 8:25 p.m. and get them answered by Celestine herself. What's more, if you've asked a question, you could be one of the 2 lucky winners to win an 8-inch 3D floral jelly cake worth $88 each, sponsored by Seems Like a Treat. Let's welcome Celestine.
Hi, I'm Celestine. I'm 31 this year. I'm a mother of 4. Lavelle is 6, Scott is 5, Zeph is 3, and Wes is turning 7 months. And I'm a full-time working mother and also the founder of Seems Like a Treat.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm 35 this year, the husband and spouse, obviously. Also the delivery driver of Seems Like a Treat, and I also run my own businesses.
So basically, I love cooking since young, and I'm also more of a craft person. So one day I was just browsing through Facebook, and I happened to see there was a jelly art class. So I was like, why not? Let's sign up and give it a try. So after one lesson, I decided to do some practice on my own, and with encouragement, I started my own business. I turned my passion into a business. Initially, there wasn't any customers of my own, so I did some jellies for my friends and family for some family gatherings and all, and soon friends and families come and support me, and more customers through word of mouth. And basically everybody is on social media these days, so I choose to market it on Facebook, Instagram, and Carousel. I believe that's the easiest form of marketing.
That's where the mass markets
Yeah.
are, basically.
During this circuit breaker, unfortunately there's no gatherings, so there were a number of orders that were cancelled. But and also there was some restriction given by the government for home-based business for a short period of time. So after the government lift up the restriction, we actually have quite a few orders, because everyone still want to surprise their loved ones and to let them know that they still remember them and they still care for them. So we had a number of orders to just be delivered directly to the house with some small little note, and actually at this period of time we also give them free delivery. So especially for the frontline staff, to show them our appreciation and thank them for their hard work. Okay, basically Kunyaku jelly, the flower 3D jelly, it's made of seaweed, so it's healthier, and we also reduce the sugar so that it's suitable for the elderly and the young kids. And nowadays everybody's healthier choice. So other than this Kunyaku jelly, I also do agar-agar, which is more of those figurines, the cartoon characters, and probably for the elderly there's the show towel and all. So nowadays there's the popularity of pulling money out of the jelly cakes, right? We can do that too with agar-agar. So these are the more challenging ones, like agar-agar, especially with all those 3D characters and all. That's more challenging to do compared to the 3D jelly. So you can actually let us know how sweet or less sweet you want. Like to some people, desserts are desserts, so sugar is definitely a must there. But there are also some who have concerns like diabetic patients and all. Yeah, so and also our products are 100% vegan, so it's practically suitable for all. For my jelly cakes, we offer both self collection and delivery. Okay, and we do not outsource our delivery to others because basically for jellies there's condensation, so it will basically move on the board. So we'll do the delivery ourselves. So for simple one tier cakes that we know that it wouldn't really move, my husband he will just go on his own. But let's say there's 2 tiers or 3D figurines or like castles and all, I will definitely go along to hold the cake myself. So basically, like Singapore roads not straight, there will be bumps and all, so he will have to go extremely slowly, and I will like whoa, that kind of thing. So it's really a real challenge to actually deliver the cake to you all as a whole and not damage at all. So actually for self collection, I'm also very stressed because I'm also afraid that you all might not be able to hold it steadily to your destinations.
Yeah, it's not very easy, especially when you take a longer period of time to drive from a certain place, and guys being guys, we usually don't drive particularly very slow. So I have to drive extremely slow, so it usually takes like maybe double the time to get to the location to ensure that everything is intact basically.
Initially, I spent about 1,000 because I basically need to buy a whole new set of utensils, pots, tools, because
It's more vegan. It's supposed to be vegan, then of course if we make for Malay friends and stuff like that, at least we are sure that it isn't cross-contaminated with what we use at home.
also over the years, okay, these 2 years, I also started doing agar-agar, which requires a lot of molds, really a lot. So like probably we are talking about maybe 3 to 5K already now.
I mean, she started off basically with all the plastic molds, then she came in with silicone molds, then of course she's like, hey, I think this is cute, bye, this is cute,
That's to cater to
bye.
customers, right?
I mean, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, but
Like
yeah,
most cartoon characters only comes in silicone.
yeah. So you have no choice. And so that's how she keeps spending and spending. So she still shops online every day for molds and like, oh, cute, I buy.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's like
it will be an
everybody-
ever-growing investment in a way.
Everybody wants new characters. There's always new trends like that, and then kids like cartoon, and there's more and more characters these days. And also I actually bought a chiller, especially mainly for the jellies because of cross contamination if I were to put in our regular family fridge. So that's one thing I feel that is really particular. And also since it's vegan, so we'll keep it that way so that it's suitable for all. Okay, as you know, there's many molds. So I have actually not much space in my kitchen, so I make use of my living room with proper storage boxes. So yeah, my house is really full.
In fact, we actually moved from a 4-room flat to an executive mansionette just to cater to her molds. And of course, with all the kids that are coming, we need bigger space. So, even a executive mansionette feels very clustered, like a 4-room flat.
Yeah.
Now it's like Venice, the kitchen.
I think it's good to have the food and hygiene cost certification, especially when we are dealing with food. Yeah, so I went to check out WSQ and I actually signed up through there. I went for a 1-day full course of theory, practical, and basically you have your examination straight after the course, and you will know your results on the spot, and they will actually send you the certification through your email. When I just started the business, we were at number 3. Yeah, so 3 kids, and Zeph was about 8 months when I decided to go for the class, and move on as a business. Basically, how I manage is I do my orders either late at night when the kids are asleep or during the day when the two older kids are at childcare. So basically, one kid is not as difficult, but to think about it, all celebrations are usually on the weekends. So when it comes to many orders and there is like 4 or 5 maybe in a day, I particularly need to be in the kitchen like the whole day. So I'll get Derek to bring the kids out, or basically if he's also busy, then our parents, which is their grandparents, will actually step in to help to take care of them too. Yeah, so basically I would say that they play a really big part in helping me so that I can actually continue this business. Yeah, so
Usually, besides delivery, means let's say if we have massive number of orders on the day and I need to do delivery, then the grandparents will actually take over the kids from there. But if let's say there's no delivery or more self collection, I'll rather spend time with the kids because I have a pretty busy working schedule also. So it'll be good that it gives me the opportunity to spend time with just me and the kids.
yeah, so it's like the super daddy day, you know. And then he's like always, oh look, I can bring 3 kids out of my own to the zoo, to the nature walk and all. Yeah, he's more of a nature person, not a shopping
Yeah,
center.
I won't go to the shopping center.
Indoor
I'd rather
playground,
go out to nature,
Yeah, so
like Sungai Buloh Nature Reserve, the zoos and the
yeah.
I mean, on the bright side, it's at least it's generally virus free lah.
Yeah,
So,
especially during this pandemic.
yeah. Actually, most of my friends I know now all at least have 3 children. None of them are at
Yeah,
2 now.
surprisingly.
Surprisingly, more people are having 3 children
3.
and more.
Yeah.
Of course, I have a couple of friends with 4. One of my business partner has 5. So yeah, I mean, we love kids and we actually talked about it. We wanted 4 kids before, and my primary school classmate used to think I'm crazy. I was remembering one particular primary school gathering. I was telling my classmate, and she was like, "Are you crazy?" And then she took a photo of us together and she said, "The man who wants 4 kids." Then when I had when I had the 4th one, I posted in my primary school chat group, you know, the close group of us, and I was like, "Look, I fulfilled my promise. 4."
Yeah, so it's like everybody's like, hey, you have 1 girl, 1 boy, that's perfect already. Why you all still continue, you know? Like, but yeah, so basically that's also why we got married so early actually.
We had our first child only after 2
Almost
years.
3 years.
Two 2 years after we got married. You know, we wanted to have kids early, and
And more kids as well. actually.
she told me she had this timeline before 30 she must have 4 kids.
Yes.
So that's
So
also
yeah,
high already.
actually I did it lah. Basically, I'm not 31 yet. Yeah, and number 4 is here already. Besides taking orders, I also did some classes last year. In fact, my first class I was actually already expecting with number 4 during my 2nd trimester, and my 2nd class schedule was actually in my late 3rd trimester, so it was really challenging for me, but thankful for my supportive friends and actually my husband, so I managed to pull through. Although it's quite tiring and mind draining, actually it's quite so, but looking at all the students' artwork, I mean basically it's a form of art. Yeah, it's actually very satisfying. So I'm actually thinking of continuing classes, probably home based. Yeah, because it's really satisfying to see other people having the same skills, you know, passing on your techniques and all. Basically there were still orders coming in nearing my EDD for number 4. So the only difficulty I had was the long hours standing, because you know when you're heavily pregnant the water retention is killing you. Yeah, but other than that it's still manageable. But I remember there was one order when I was doing halfway, I was like, this is not right.
She was having
I was like,
contractions all the
I
way.
felt the contractions was coming, so it's like I was like, I called my husband and I'm like, okay. Then I was thinking to myself, never mind, keep cool. Just finish up my order and we can go. Yeah, so that's what I did. I like finished up the order, kept it, packed it up and let the customer come on his own, and then my husband came back and then we went to the hospital. Yeah, so it was like early
Because
contractions.
it was very early contractions. It was like
Yeah.
maybe 2 to 3 weeks because the baby wasn't exactly due. So the gynae was like, let's see the gynae,
Yeah.
try to hold on.
Hold on as long as you
prolong
can.
the
Yeah, so it's
prolong
like
until we reach at least it doesn't
36
36,
weeks
37
and all.
weeks. So my gynae took a look. But one day before her actual delivery, when the gynae says, okay, when you hit 37, we're gonna let the baby out. That one's no problem. So I still remember the day before we went to the hospital to deliver. She actually did one order on the day before. So and then the next day just go in and pop. And then
It's like, hey, I did order yesterday and today like my baby's out. Okay, basically raising 4 kids is not a joke. Okay, it's quite crazy, especially during the weekends when all 4 kids are at home. Okay, during the weekdays, basically number 1, 2 and 3 is in school, so it's not too bad, just handling the baby and he goes to work and I'll do orders if I have to and run some errands days here and there. So what really drives us up the wall is during the circuit breaker when they're home daily, 4 of them, and getting them into routine to make sure that they still follow the school curriculums and all. It's really a challenge. Like, so mornings are like 9 a.m. you're supposed to be down here doing your work like school, and yeah, so especially the youngest is very difficult to get him to sit down and do work, and I practically did it myself because he is an essential worker. It's crazy because you not only taking care of them, entertaining them, you still have to take care of their 3 meals a day. Comparing to school days, we can eat anything, but for them you have to plan a proper meal. Yeah, so apart from that, when things ease up, when things go back to normal, weekdays the kids go to school. After school, for Mondays and Thursdays they have wushu. Apart from that, Lavelle has piano before wushu, so it's really tight for her that day. Tuesday is their so-called only free time now. Wednesdays got have English enrichment. Yeah, so Friday got swimming, Saturday they have Chinese enrichment, and yeah, Sunday is bowling day.
So I'm trying to start actually Tuesday to be a
Tuesday,
bowling
if
day.
they're not too tired, we'll bring them for a short bowling session too. So yeah, and on top of that, on Saturdays it's a bit crazy for me myself because there might be orders, likely, because people usually orders on weekend. He has coaching the whole day, so I have to be the one running around. If I have the orders, I have to do the orders, I have to send the kids for tuition. Yeah, and recently Lavelle has to go to the dentist quite often, so it's a run around day for me on Saturday.
I actually have for me to spend time with my kids to give them individual attention. I do have a father and child day, call it daddy's time lah. I picked it up from actually one of our local celebs that who actually taught me it's very important to actually spend a one-to-one time. So I actually adopted this and I spent some time with my kids like every week, but that was pre-COVID. Now after COVID, I think they are more occupied with a lot of lessons because they need to. But prior to that, I would still try to make time every week to bring them for movies, walk in the park, just drive out in the car, just wander nowhere, go to the airport, go out for supper. Just a one-to-one time with a rotation with every one of the child. So they get to choose where they want to go. Like if they say, Daddy, I want to go to the beach, we go to the beach. You say, Daddy, I want to go watch a movie, we go watch a movie. Daddy, want to go to, if I want to go wherever I want to go, wherever they want to go. Like if you want to go supper, sure, go to Changi Village, and then things like that. Down at East Coast Park for a walk, take a walk. At least to build this bond with the child, because I think it's very important. So they will tell you their fears, their troubles, what they want in life, their aspirations. You can talk to them. I think it's very interesting time with them. I think that's how I spend my one-on-one time with them actually. Okay, so before marriage is like every day at the bowling alley. After we got married, is every day at the bowling alley still.
Yeah,
That's that's our life. We both of us love bowling. When our first daughter came, the whole day we also at the bowling alley because we brought her along. It's quite easy to bring a single child along
Yeah,
with
so
us, so she
to-
can bowl. She can go bowling, and then I'll be looking after the child behind,
Yeah.
or I can be bowling and she's there with the baby.
Yeah, so she's like sleep in all kinds of conditions.
When the second one came, of course we had to start splitting a bit of time, lesser time at the bowling alley. But of course, as the second one grew up, actually we took a trip during, I think after 18 months, when my second one was 18 months, we actually went for a couple holiday. We didn't really just threw the kids at home.
Oh yeah, we went.
We went
Yeah.
to Phuket. We went to Phuket.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. No, that wasn't Phuket. We went to Port Dickson.
Yeah, for our
Wedding anniversary.
wedding.
Then,
Yeah, it was like a time to win off my son too actually. Yeah, so that was our first so-called couple time really without any kids ever since we had kids. Yeah, so mixed feeling though. Like when they're there, like can you like give us a break? Then like when they're not there, like
You just feel very
missing,
lost.
ah.
Very lost and very
Yeah, so it's like
kind of thing.
but it's a good getaway to be honest. Yeah, so it's
Mm.
like the only couple time we have now is like when
A
the
sneak- a
kids
sneak
go
lunch.
to
Sometimes we have a stick lunch. Literally,
lunch.
100% couple
Two
time
of us
without the
is-
baby will be stick lunch, stick
yeah.
dinner.
If not, yeah,
Without
like the
kids
dinner
around.
part is like probably Saturday or Friday night. Oh no, Saturday. Like when my in-laws actually bring them to office, they actually enjoy it. They go there
They go
and
to my
sort of
office and-
staycation.
Staycation, yeah.
Yeah, and on Saturdays they will bring them to
Garden by the Bay.
Garden by the Bay.
Botanical garden.
Yeah, or some vegetable farms and I mean
Garden
surprisingly the kids enjoy. Yeah, so that is our only couple time in fact.
I think the only time I went without my spouse to overseas will be with my eldest daughter for a relative's wedding. But I wasn't exactly fully alone because I was with my grandmother and my aunt. But generally my daughter is very easy to take care of when she's with me. So I did not really have much problem. It's like you want to eat, you want to do whatever you want to do. Just do it. Enjoy yourself. It's holiday. I don't particularly had any difficulties with her.
Toilet.
Toilet wise, no. Change pampers what?
Oh
I
yeah,
thought
she was
still on pampers, so
diapers.
toilet is not too much of an issue. If you ask me to go now, then I'll be a bit worried because she's still young. If I go to a foreign place and she will like she won't want to go into the boys' toilet anymore. She wants to go to the girls' toilet. So I think probably that's a problem that I may face down the line if I want to travel with my daughter alone.
That will be the biggest problem for me also even. Yeah, I got 3 boys. I can't be going to the milk like gents, right? And then being boys, they're so playful. I don't know what they're doing in the toilet, so yeah. Yeah, so for me, I brought 3 of them to Hong Kong alone. Yeah, so the flight through and fro was literally me and the 3 kids. And the youngest one was just one. Yeah, barely, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
after his Melbourne
After
trip.
Melbourne trip,
our
yeah,
first-
every kid get to go somewhere during their first birthday. So Lavelle went to Hong Kong. Scott was because there was a wedding, so at the same time, so we went to Philippines. Zeph was Melbourne, and then this one depends.
This one has
if
no
the
plans.
pandemic allows. Yeah,
I don't think. I mean, his first birthday trip will be
postpone like
delayed, I guess, due to the pandemic. So I feel bad for him, but we'll make it up some way somehow another time.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be easy because my eldest daughter will be in
Primary
primary school. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, basically, how do I juggle my time? I think time allocation is really important, and also supportive parents, grandparents, or spouse for helping out during the difficult times in a way. So, sacrifices, yes. I sacrifice my sleep, honestly, because
also do,
I
okay?
think no, really, I as in like a lot of time I can do my orders peacefully is when the kids are asleep. Okay, yeah, and I know that that's when I don't need trouble other people to help me also.
She wakes up at
Yeah,
4
I
a.m. in the morning or 3 a.m. in the morning
literally
start
give
doing
up a
work.
lot of my sleep for this, probably my passion. Yeah, I'm willing to, although it's pretty tough with all of them, yeah, but I'll still go on with it. Yeah, for spending time with him,
We try to
yeah,
stick time.
we are no longer like, oh, we need to go for movie, we need to do this, we need to do that. No,
Movie nights are HBOs.
I think like even things like just going out for grocery alone is counted as couple time to us. I mean, family is our priority now. Yeah, so that's why we got such a big family, right? Yeah, so couple time, okay lah. Give and take.
We still
I would
sneak
say.
time, definitely.
Yeah.
Like let's take it for example, if like I know I'm free in the afternoon,
Just a
I'll
meal.
just come out for a meal, have lunch together.
Not
Sneak out for
particularly need to be on a holiday or like wow, what need staycation or one whole day, you know, must do this, no. Just a meal or even running errands or grocery shopping is counted as comfort time.
Delivery time.
Yeah, delivery, alone. Yeah, so
That's
it's like-
couple time.
Yeah. So basically, I think we enjoy having the kids around rather than just two of us. Yeah, that explains our 4 kids, right?
Like for me, my daily schedule can go like morning I have to go to work, but no, I would definitely have to spend my dinner time with my kids. So it's like at least a good 5 when I pick them up from school to probably like 7, 8ish. So sometimes I have a bit of
Yeah, I
time
think
spending
that's
with them.
really the time that we,
Uh,
our so-called our whole family is really together.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
dinner
dinner
time is
time.
very important for us because it's almost Mondays to Fridays is definitely dinner time together.
Yeah,
So
it's like weekends
everyone is
probably.
together.
Yeah,
Then
weekends, unless we are like out.
if I need to
together.
work or meet clients, will definitely be after 8 something
Yeah,
at night.
so like so called he
Okay.
sacrifice his time to he goes out late at night for, especially for like his cars viewing and all, so it's like quite late at
I'll
night.
definitely set it later
So
on.
you have longer working hours, you know, compared to office job and all. Yeah. So I think we both made our own sacrifices lah to make this family work out. Yeah. Thank you for listening to us. I hope I've answered all your questions. If not, feel free to put them in comments.
And we'll try our best to answer all of them. Yeah, and have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
Thank you, Celestine and Derek, for sharing your tips and advice. It is truly inspiring to hear how they've supported each other in parenthood and in the business. The Q&A section will be open till 8:25 p.m, so do continue to ask your questions. We will be contacting the 2 winners through Facebook Messenger, so do remember to like I Love Children's Facebook page and check your messages. If you have enjoyed the session and would like to support us by donation, visit the giving.sg link in the comment section below. $100 and above donations are eligible for tax deduction. Give this video a like or share it with your friends and family. On behalf of I Love Children, goodbye.